Sexton leading out this Leinster team, his 100th Pro 14 appearance tonight. 58 points in semi-final matches down the years. No one has scored more. And how big is tonight's game? Well, should Leinster win and reach the final, Sexton and others may even be rested for the final. It's almost a year since these two sides began their respective Pro 14 seasons, 343 days to be exact, and in a couple of hours' time that long and winding road for one of these great teams will be at an end. Can they make that change tonight? Away we go in the first of the Guinness Pro 14 semi-finals at the Aviva. Leinster kicking off, and Peter O'Mahony soaring high into the evening sky to take that.
Use it!
Conor Murray setting up here for the first box kick of the evening. Drifting infield, Jordan Larmour coming a long way to gather that, and he's got both hands on it.
Tackle!
Inside the opening 30 seconds. Big take from the Leinster fullback, who needs to get his confidence up after a trying and testing match a couple of weeks ago.
Hold, seven!
And Munster exiting over on that far right-hand side. And he replaces a guy like Josh van der Fleer, who was man of the match in this fixture last year with 18 tackles of his own in that game. Capped 26 times for Ireland. First scrum of the evening. And Hanrahan to Dialande and now Farrell. Munster need that combination to be absolutely unsung. A little bit loose, snapped up by Murray, and Conway took his opportunity so well a couple of weeks ago. Both he and Earls look really, really razor sharp. Archer.
Use it now, 9.
Murray hoists one skyward again. And that's 2 in a row from Larmour under the high ball. Really great start for the Leinster fullback. That will do his confidence the power of good. But look at Munster at the breakdown. First shrill brass from Andrew Brace inside 4 minutes. Turnover penalty.
Now, 2 weeks ago, the Leinster filled the zone. They escorted that player. But 2 weeks ago, the timing from Jordan Larmour wasn't. That's 2 in a row. He's got his timing is absolutely perfect. There isn't.
Has he measured that? Yes, he has. Sneaks inside that left upright, and the Golden Boot winner confirmed this week has notched the first score of the evening at the Aviva. And this time it's Fardy. McGrath gets that Leinster backline moving through Sexton to Conan. Conan was a big character in this game last year in the semi-final.
7, no release.
Penalty advantage here. Sexton knows that as he dinks one through, asks the question.
7, tackle release.
It's against Jack O'Donoghue.
Yeah, you're a tackler. Tackler assist, no release. Yeah.
I see Jack O'Donoghue getting a pretty high hit there. I didn't pick up what the referee gave the penalty for, but it seemed to be holding and not releasing on the deck.
Yeah.
So he part of the tackle and needs to release.
Opportunity now for territorial gain, or Leinster, in case we need reminding, hoping to reach a 9th final in 11 years. They've won each of their last 4 semi-finals in all competitions. Munster have lost the last 4 of theirs. Now, has he given that enough? It looks pretty good from up here. Just sneaked away to the left-hand side.
More!
Well, they go to Tagburn. Can they get some momentum? Wrestling match in there between Vardy and Byrne. And here goes Dialande running straight at Johnny Sexton. Sexton's support is arriving. Similar to how we did against CJ Stander. That's brilliant from the Leinster number 10, and that's a real fillip in the context of the larger battle Sexton on Dale Andy. We saw him do it to CJ Stander last week. Leinster scored a try almost straight off the back of it.
Ball unplayable.
Well, his tackle success, Johnny Sexton's, is 100%. But considering he's generally tackling CJ Standers or Dale Andy, the size of Dale Andy, I think that's phenomenal from the 35-year-old. Is there no end to his competitiveness? To keeping it up. He knows, look at him shouting at the referee, letting him know what he's doing. That's superb play from there. Like, that's leadership without any...
Hanrahan now with Dale Andy. Stander now again, lined up by Vardy. Archer. On goes Scannell. Conan that time with a tackle. Relentless pressure from Munster, but are they getting anywhere? Can they find a way through that blue line of defence?
But the speed of the recycle is improved for Munster.
Hanrahan dinks one through. Lormer under pressure from the Munster 10.
Last feet, 13.
Did well just to ride the challenge.
Use it now, 9. Free.
Keenan off in chase. Conor Murray on retreat. Murray took it well. Keenan made the challenge. Ball is loose. Picked up well though by Jack O'Donoghue.
Just lost forward on the ground.
It's gone forward though.
Seconds, please. Approach. Bind. Sit.
So in it goes from Luke McGrath, controlled at the base by Conan. And this time it's Henshaw. And then Sexton as Leinster switch it up a little bit, and Keenan a long way in off his right-hand wing to be involved in that little play. Switch in midfield from Ringrose to Henshaw. Leinster come again.
Lost it now.
Good carry by Doris. Sexton will go to the boot. Keith Earls is retreating. That's a tricky one to take. Good option in these conditions from Johnny Sexton, playing the percentages really. So they secure it at the front through Conan, and this looks pretty ominous. Momentum coming, squeezing around the corner, just a metre or so short of that line. Now what's happened in there?
Okay, so I've got no offence by there, Sean, because Leinster have gone to ground, so we just need to check ground.
Well, you are entitled as a player that's been tackled to place the ball in the ground, but that's open to an interpretation here because he moves a little bit, doesn't he? He certainly grounds it.
Yeah.
But from where he hit the ground to where he eventually placed the ball on the ground, there is a bit of a distance. Now that's me, he's grounded it there, and now he's grounding it again. So there's interpretation there.
Yeah, and we were just checking where the...
That's him on the deck.
Initially, just bear with me.
Yeah.
He's a long way to go yet, doesn't he?
Okay, and we were just checking this one last time. Bear with me.
I've got on for a decision try anyway.
Yeah, so Andy, there's not enough evidence to overrule your on-field decision, so stay with the try.
Oh, it's a big call. The try will stand. Ronan Kelleher has scored the try for Leinster, and they take the lead. First real shot in anger from this Leinster team, and again it's a try off a line out, the like of which we saw 2 weeks ago from Cian Healy. Yeah, struck that very nicely. We're right behind that, and it was always bang on line from Johnny Sexton. Andy and Farrell against Henshaw and Ringrose, and
that's a good contest.
Well, Ty Byrne has turned that over. A little bit of basketball tip from hand to hand. Munster ball, they've stolen possession again, and they knocked it all on the floor. Jeremy Loughman in there small margins, having won it from the line out.
You need to get reward though, because you can see the energy that a pack gets when they win a turnover scrum, or they win a line-out maul, or they win a steal at the line-out. Huge energy in that. But when you hand back that energy to the opposition, in this case Leinster, it's so cheap.
If you're right,
Like, he should be brutal. He should just put his leg down and just kick the Munster leg out of the way. There's no time for niceness here.
Yeah.
Just kick it off him, then pick the ball up. Controlled, measured, managed play from Leinster.
Sexton now thought he might get that back, but resets the attack. Back to Porter they go. Tyburn and Archer bring him down, and McGrath goes again to Sexton, and Lowe this time. A little bit of space in front of James Lowe. Good tackle O'Mahony. Well, it's one of those, isn't it? I mean,
yes, he's on the wrong side first. He's got to roll out.
it's where Peter O'Mahony ends up following what was a great tackle, and then he just cannot get out of there.
What's he supposed to do? Are you telling me that James Lowe didn't articulate that when he put his arm on the dock? Watch this now. He knows he's in trouble. He traps Peter O'Mahony in, and that's a penalty.
James Lowe making sure that Andrew Brace gave the penalty, and that's it's the foibles of the laws, and it's how you play the laws and the referee. And Leinster are playing some good continuity stuff. The forwards working hard. They get themselves into position to strike here right before half-time. Scott Farley, 6-7 metres. Porter now up against Niall Scannell. Offside against Munster, penalty advantage. This is where Leinster can be so dangerous. Ball's not coming back.
7 okay, 2 halfway up the rock. 2.
Interesting to see what they do here.
Offside.
No mistake from Johnny Sexton as Leinster capitalise on another entry into that Munster 22. Johnny Sexton is dictating terms at the Aviva. Ronan Kelleher with the only try of the opening 40 minutes. And it is the champions who lead the challengers in a 7-point game at half-time, set up beautifully for the second half. Leinster 10, Munster 3 at half-time. Lots of territory, lots of possession. They were camped in the Leinster half of the pitch for long periods in that opening half, but they couldn't pull the trigger when they had limited opportunities. They need to improve their phase play. They need to adapt their kicking game. The question is, can they do it? I mean, they've got to just leave it all on the line, Liam, in this second half. So away we go for the second 40. JJ Hanrahan gets proceedings back underway.
Ball there. Ball is there.
Their pace that suits them in these conditions.
Kelleher's try, which was adjudicated to be legal, and stands, and it divides the teams. Good carry from Henshaw. Fardy pops it off. Oh, that's clever stuff. Now Sexton, in it goes to Gary Ringrose, looking for Lowe, and again it's that boot to ball from Leinster's outside centre. Keelan Doris. Leinster's 2 loose forwards have been excellent. Through the hands of Henshaw now to Larmour. Is there a gap in there? If there is, he will find one. Can't get beyond O'Donoghue. Connors. Oh, that's tight to Henshaw. Got his pass away to Lowe. Here comes O'Mahony.
Tackle!
Keelan Doris again heavily involved. He's been excellent tonight. Injured player very close to where the play is. Andrew Conway's taking a bang in there. Lately on the bench, Finan Wycherley, don't forget, is wearing 23.
Just as I was watching the replay, you see Archer doing a little late left shoulder on Johnny Sexton, tiniest of dints.
Will have to come in any case, you feel, for sure.
Like pound for pound, Andrew Conway must be the best player in Ireland in the last couple of seasons. The value he gives Munster, and Ireland when he gets those opportunities, but certainly he seems to be a player that when people are
backline, and once again we're talking about the narrative being around Munster injuries. Kilcoyne, Klein, Snyman, Carberry, Lloyd Conway. Meantime, Sexton
Yeah, got it. Advantage.
got away from Larmour.
Still advantage. Okay. No advantage. Accidental there, so lost forward blue. It's gone right.
Well, Leinster certainly laid a trap there to allow Johnny Sexton to get around the corner and make a decision where's the space, and he found the space, but the pass was far from the best on his long and lustrous career. And pass was always dipping behind him.
And it's just the knee of JJ Hanrahan that connects with Larmour as he comes through here. So a temporary replacement.
Really good
Ronan
contest
O'Loughlin
and
for
again, please.
Jordan Larmour.
What a hit from Collins.
Yeah. Really big hit from the open side flanker again. And
No.
I think both
Step. Good, yeah,
Leinster flankers are playing extremely well. Here's James Lowe underneath this one. Huge physicality in there around the breakdown, and again the decision goes the way of Munster. Now you talk about little entry points right back into the game, and this is certainly one of those.
First angle coming now.
It's from the initial leap by
It's not in a realistic position.
James Lowe and Shane Daly.
We agree, guys. It's just a penalty. Yeah.
Correct.
So Pete, he's not in a realistic position to get the ball, so it's just a penalty.
It's another one of those, isn't it, where the decision is flipped and Munster find themselves in a really great position. And it's a let-off for Leinster. Munster sticking to their game plan with those Conor Murray box kicks. There will come a point if it stays like this where they'll have to endeavour to show something a little bit different. Ringrose. Munster player over the ball is Tagburn. Munster player turning over the ball is Tagburn. Really good stuff from the second row. Locked on there. Perfect position. He struck it well, but he left it out to the right-hand side. It's here, and it's O'Mahony.
He hasn't been used tonight a whole lot, has O'Mahony in the line-out.
Scannell got away with that. I think he dropped it, just didn't go forward. Now Dialende. Penalty coming here, straight in front of the posts. He's measured 51 out of 56 this season. He is the Golden Boot winner, and his kicking percentage is just over 90%. Munster need their fly half to nail these kicks, and he's missed another one.
22.
Shades of a couple of weeks ago, Sexton and Baird combining. This time there was no space on the outside for a lower O'Loughlin. O'Loughlin off and chase. Keith Earls did really well. Keenan.
No.
He's acquitted himself well tonight, Hugo Keenan.
Use it now, 9. Don't pull him back.
Tremendous work ethic. There's a little bit of a clash off the ball over on that far side as well. All happening here, and it's a Leinster penalty.
6 holding him.
And that's another big sliding doors moment. You feel what's going to come of this. He struck it well, he struck it really well. Leinster are so dangerous. They pack a pretty big counter punch on the back foot, and that is a big moment in the game for the now departing Johnny Sexton. Josh van der Fleer is coming in. Will Connors, another massive shift from him. So what's the call here? What's the play? Season-saving play.
Sack is good. Sack is good.
Casey. Now Scannell. Oh, there was a little bit of a gap there. Rossburn closed the door just in time. Penalty right in front. Going to be a card. Josh van der Fleer. He's barely broken sweat and he's off.
He made a legitimate tackle and he got great feet position. You can see him. There's a legitimate tackle. There's great feet position, but he never disengaged. That's it. Penalty, and it was a previous warning.
And they go to Stander at the front.
Sorry, Georgie. Keep it up.
Progress is slow. Delaney comes in to help out.
Ball is there. Ball available.
Ball is there for Kasich.
Last feet.
Stander.
Last feet.
Kasich. Oh, it was almost intercepted, was it?
He needs to regather those. He's not forward first. He needs to regather. That's the ball.
And that, you feel, maybe that for Munster's season, that must be enough to see Leinster over the line now. 80 minutes are up, the clock is in the red. Farrell. Not a lot of change out of O'Loughlin, and off goes O'Byrne, and it's just kicked into wasteland inside that Leinster 22. Andrew Brace sounds the whistle. That cuts like a knife through the hearts of these Munster players. It is another semi-final defeat. 10 inside 10 years, Munster have made it to this stage of this competition, or a European semi-final, and they have come up short. It is another trip to Dublin that yields nothing for the team in red. One win in 16 now on trips to the capital, and it is Leinster who march on. They were economical, they were ruthless, they were savvy and smart, and ultimately it's a try from Ronan Kelleher in the first half and the boot of Johnny Sexton against a Munster side who missed opportunity after opportunity. But it is a familiar tale to tell at the Aviva. Leinster go through to the final. Leinster 13, Munster 3.